Finding out you were pregnant, did you have an inkling?
Did I have an inkling? No, I didn't have an inkling. I felt really ill though, so I don't know. I think it was just after finding out I'd passed my accountancy exams and everything was fantastic, and doing the pregnancy test, and it was just unbelievable. You know, everything was right, everything was in the right place, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
And
It was
your
really
new
exciting.
job?
New job, moving to Cardiff, you having a year off work, you thought.
We planned it all out, hadn't
Yeah.
we? He was going to be, well, he was due in June. Yeah, we were going to have a wonderful summer, weren't we, in that first year?
Yeah. The flat we found was really just perfect, wasn't it? For
It was. We planned
family
it
of
all
three.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the scan, don't you? Finding out it was a boy, and you didn't want to know.
I didn't want to know. I thought, let's wait for the excitement. Wait till the end and find out. But you were so adamant.
I wanted to know. And finding out he was a boy, and thinking, what do you do with boys? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I feel I really enjoyed the pregnancy though. I talk about, you know, what do they say, you know, the blooming. I felt wonderful, I felt so happy. I'd never been so happy, in fact. And everyone around me was so happy, you know, parents,
You certainly had that
friends,
nesting
everyone at work.
instinct, didn't you? Because you were climbing chairs, remember?
No,
Me telling you off.
don't remember that. I didn't.
Dusting.
No, but yeah, okay, maybe. I haven't stopped doing that.
No.
I remember that day going into work and parking my car and in the multi-storey and getting out and everything was fine, and coming back to my car at the end of the day and not being able to get back in.
No, you rang me and told me this. I couldn't believe it. I thought that guy probably thought you were going to deliver there and then when you asked for help. How many weeks were you then?
I think I was about 34. I was huge though.
You were
Absolutely
measuring full
massive.
term at that stage.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
But we weren't concerned really, were we? Until...
No concerns. Well, no, because we went to, we had the scan, didn't we, at 35 weeks, and everything was fine, other than I was measuring large for dates. And the registrar we saw mentioned all those horrible words that just completely threw me, really. All that excess water and
Yeah.
the possibility that, you know, you might end up with called prolapse and what that meant, and when you don't, you read through the book and it doesn't really talk about these things, does it?
No. So you made sure you had your mum.
Yeah,
with you
that's
there
it. Mum
towards the
moved in, and then you were doing the regular commute down to Cardiff.
I know.
And
I was
waiting
expecting
for the
a
phone call.
yeah. Turn back up the motorway, baby on its way. It never happened.
I was happy though. Yeah, it was a bit stressed, but I was really happy. I can't believe I actually managed to get to 41 weeks. So we saw the consultant, didn't we? And the midwife said, right, come in on Tuesday.
Yeah. We were really excited. That was on a Friday, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That weekend we were so excited, getting ready. I remember doing all the washing, his little socks.
The socks. What made us buy so many socks?
I don't know. They must have come in packs.
Yeah, I can actually picture you ironing there. Sitting with my feet up, watching you ironing and putting the socks together. And that morning. Yeah, I remember Mum rubbing cream into my back. Couldn't reach anything with my feet. And leaving home that morning, 8 o'clock. And getting in and being checked out, and everything was fine and we were ready to go, and the consultant, what were his words?
Baby's fine.
Baby's fine.
Mum's just uncomfortable.
Really
Really uncomfortable,
been really
something like that,
uncomfortable for a
yeah.
while. And yeah, she's ready to go.
Just put the monitor on, everything's fine. We got a crossword or Sudoku or something.
Gosh, the crosswords. What were you doing? I was doing my crossword book. You were reading. You had the crossword book. It never occurred to me that there was a problem though.
No.
I don't think it occurred to anyone really. Yeah. So it was something when the midwife came back in, and it was after a while, wasn't it? It was about 10:30 by this time, so I had my first lot of whatever to help start dilating the cervix because nothing was happening. And I was getting these mild contractions and watching this monitor thing, and when she came back in, and what did she say? Well, in fact, she said before, earlier on when she was trying to get the monitor on, she said that this little boy's trouble.
She always was, though.
Yeah.
He didn't like being monitored.
Yeah. And we said that, and she said that morning. He said,
Yeah.
this one's going to be trouble. That's it. She came in and she said, oh, she tried, didn't she? And then, I'll go and get my colleague. She's a bit better at this than me. And she came and had a bit of a go, and she said, I think we'll just go and get the scan machine. It might just help us a bit better. So they wheeled in this, I don't know, old-looking thing.
Didn't it look like it?
And I still didn't think that there was a problem. And then we walked to the scan room, didn't we? In my flip-flops and the nightie. There were a few people in that room, there weren't there? Doctor was in there, 2 midwives, sonographer. I still didn't think there was a problem.
No.
I just felt a move, just minutes earlier. Can you remember the words she said? I can remember what she looks like, what she looked like.
To me, it's all quite vague still. I just remember being told they couldn't find the baby's heartbeat. And then they said the baby had died. And I don't think it registered for me straight away.
I remember there being all this, I don't know, like you said, and she said, I'm sorry, I can't find your baby's heartbeat. I don't know what the pause was. It wasn't long before she said the next few words, but I was just thinking, yeah, well, keep trying. It's there somewhere. I remember smiling still, and then hearing those words, your baby has died. I don't know. It's just, it still just feels kind of, I don't know. It's unbelievable how things can happen so suddenly.
So suddenly, yeah, I think that was it. The excitement of expecting to have this baby, and then suddenly our world falling apart.
But it did, it felt like this crashing down, didn't it? And this falling off a cliff and not being able to stop yourself,
Yeah.
and this noise everywhere, and just, I don't know, my head was like pounding. It was just like the whole room was spinning, and it was awful. It was awful. Actually, thinking back, it was horrific.
I remember when they walked us back to the room, they gave us a private room somewhere, just to, I don't know, think. Gave us some time alone for a while. I don't think we comprehended. I certainly didn't understand what was happening.
No. I just remember screaming and crying, but kind of not feeling, I don't know, the numbness was incredible. Is that shock? I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just, you know, your whole body just, there's no control over anything,
No.
is there? I can't fault the care that we received, though. You know, they were all so sensitive and so caring, and I don't know if it's because we'd already started building up a rapport with these people, but
I remember the consultant coming back and he was totally shocked, wasn't he, as well? Because, you know, he...
do you remember him doing this? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
He had tears in his eyes. Do you know, I can still see him.
Yeah.
There's tears in his eyes, his hair, and sitting on the bed and just... I'm convinced my body went into shutdown then, because nothing happened, did it?
No.
And you were stressing out, and you're I don't know, I think now it's almost, it's from what I've learned talking to other people, it seems to be a male instinct of how are you going to get this baby out. In fact, I probably felt that as well, although I think I was still numb at that time and it didn't register. And again, it was how are you going to get the baby out, it's, you know, not how am I going to do it.
I think that was probably one of the things they didn't explain, or they didn't make sure that I understood what the next steps were and how long things might take.
But Michael, maybe they did,
Maybe
and
they,
we
yeah.
weren't. We were just in a different place,
Yeah.
and I think, you know, there are some bits that you remember so vividly, and other bits, I don't know, it's just all blurry and hazy. And you tell me things that I don't remember that.
Yeah.